Right, you've seen some pieces of paper on the tables and pens. They're not so you can prepare your shopping list or anything like that. We're going to have a quiz. If I can please ask that there are no mobile phones visible. I don't want anybody to be automatically disbarred because they've used Mr. Google. And obviously, no pressure, but you are playing for this. And there have been times where teams have drawn. I have a tiebreaker if it's needed, and that will be basically fastest buzzer wins. Eh? Yeah, it is a full box, yes. No half measures here. Huh? Well, that's only if you jointly win, otherwise you won't need it, trust me. You've got your answer sheet, hopefully you have enough pens. Feel free to do this in teams, but like I say, if I see a mobile phone, you're out, sorry. Right, question 1. To which country did Mary and Joseph escape to when Herod killed all the babies in Bethlehem? You can see it's multi-choice, so if you have another answer, I'll tell you now you're wrong. I don't know if that table's being creative or what, I don't know, but... Right, question 2. John the Baptist ate. What did he eat? Right, number 3. The elderly widowed prophetess in Jerusalem who saw Jesus as a baby was who? Number 4, Jesus was what age when he was baptized? It's intimated. Who said to Mary, "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb"? That's question 5. Number 6. What gift did Salome ask for after she danced for Herod? Right, number 7. What did Peter do for a job? Which disciple looked after Mary after the death of Jesus? That's question 8. Number 9. What does the name Matthew mean? Right, number 10. In which gospel does Jesus state that he is the bread of life? So I haven't put it up there yet. They are. Which gospel does Jesus state that he is the bread of life? Number 11. How many silver pieces did Judas Iscariot betray Jesus for? Calm down, don't get too excited. Number 12, what was the name of James and John's father? "13. How many years did the disabled man lie at the pool of Bethesda? Number 14. Who was the father-in-law of Caiaphas, the high priest at the time of Jesus' death? "15. In what town did Martha and Mary live? Right, number 16. What proportion of his goods did Zacchaeus give away to the poor? The eagle-eyed amongst you will know that I didn't do spell check on Zacchaeus on that one. "17. Who was Nicodemus? Number 18. Which ruler of the synagogue asked Jesus to heal his sick daughter? "19. What did Jesus say he could give to the Samaritan woman? And the last one is, in the Sermon on the Mount, what did Jesus say would happen to the meek? Right then, how did you all do? We'll whiz through the answers. Obviously, I don't want to see any crossings out. What was 17? Number 17 was, who was Nicodemus? Did anybody want any question repeated? Number nine. Wait, one caller. What does the name Matthew mean? Yeah, no, just Number 20, you want to know that, do you? In the Sermon on the Mount, what did Jesus say would happen to the meek? Okay. Right, here's the answers. It's in red, so I won't waste your time by reading them all out. Number 1, the answer was Egypt. Number 2 was locusts and honey. They were a clean food under Levitical law. Living out the desert, he wouldn't have had many food options, so he had to eat them, basically. Number 3, that was Anna. Now, I know this is a bit of a contentious one. What age was Jesus when he was baptized? But we know his ministry was approximately 3 years. We also know that under the Levitical system, the Levites began their time of service at the age of 30. So 30. Number 5, the answer is Elizabeth. Number 6, John the Baptist's head. Peter was a fisherman, as was his brother Andrew. Number 8, the answer is John. If you remember at the cross, that was when Jesus basically said for him to look after his mother. Matthew, the name Matthew means gift of God. Just to make it a bit more technical, it's derived from the Aramaic Mattathiah, meaning gift of Yahweh. In which gospel did Jesus say he's the bread of life? That's the Gospel of John. It's one of the 7 I am sayings of Jesus, which we're going to be doing that as a sermon series from the early in the new year. Number 11 was 30 pieces of silver. Effectively 4 months' wages for a labourer. That's all it was. Number 12 was Zebedee. "38 years the disabled man was at the pool of Bethesda." It was a place where many people gathered hoping to be healed by these waters that had this system that stirred them, that was believed to be a sort of very supernatural thing. Right, the father-in-law of Caiaphas was Annas. Martha and Mary lived in Bethany. Number 16, Zacchaeus promised to give away half. He also went on to say that if he had cheated anybody, he would pay back 4 times what he owed. Right, Nicodemus, he was a Pharisee. Judging by some of the celebrations, we would think we were playing for a large financial amount. To be quite honest, if I ever sit there with a wad of cash, I don't know what you're going to be like. Right, Jairus was the ruler of the synagogue. And Jesus, when he was speaking to the Samaritan woman, said he could give her living water. And the final question, unless there's a tiebreaker, of course, is the meek will inherit the earth. Right, can you add up your scores? I'll start from the top. Anybody with 20? Oh, 2. Right. Right, I'm going to have to ask total silence here because it's the first team to shout out the answer because you're playing for the chocolate. Not £100,000, 5 quid's worth of chocolates. That's it, all right? So no passing out with excitement. You ready? The tiebreaker is, which of these stories about Jesus is in all 4 Gospels? Becky, on behalf of your team, can you please, if you want a security team to safely escort you back, then well, thank you, everybody. Just sometimes they were all stories based around the Gospels, but sometimes it's amazing how we suddenly have to. Is it this? Is it that? And we start to doubt ourselves. But thank you to enter into the spirit of that.